What's up?
What's going on, guys? Bros know best.
And today we're going to be doing a movie review of The Shallows, and this film stars Blake Lively's her name, isn't it?
And Steve the Seagull.
Steve the Seagull, Oscar-worthy performance from him.
Yep.
This is a movie that was very interesting. I actually did not think I would see this film because I personally, my biggest fear on this planet is sharks and deep water, so this just doesn't, it's not a mix for me.
Until I invited him to come see it.
And I ain't no pussy, I rise to the challenge. I'm a pussy. This movie, first of all, it's only like an hour and a half. And
it's 86 minutes, that's not even an hour and a half.
Yeah, not even an hour and a half. So this movie is extremely short. However, the premise, it's kind of like, I was still kind of worried like how they would make it work. Yeah. I've seen a similar film to this called The Reef, which I believe is an Australian shark film. Yeah. And that's like a similar sort of premise, except take out like the island, the little island that, you know, Blake Lively's on this whole movie, and put I think it's a boat that's like flipped on it, you know, the other way around. I can't remember, I haven't seen it in such a long time. But this film was pretty damn good, first half wise. Basically, I mean, you can start off with your thoughts on like the plot and things like that, or just run it through, I suppose.
I thought it went really, the pace of the start was really good, how it didn't really, the whole plot line is basically she's there because it was her mum's favourite beach, and she's obviously recently passed away. It's not a big thing, which is good.
They try to make it a big thing. It's like the typical movie, basically, when they can't be bothered writing a real reason to why they're there. So it's like the mum's sick and she died. Like, you don't even know what she died from. They just kept saying she was a fighter and shit like that. It was so forced.
And that's why she has to fight to
stay
alive.
She has to fight. So the whole thing with her mum was really forced. It was kind of cringeworthy, to be honest, that aspect of the story. But the start really started off well in terms of, it was just all scenery, really awesome, like GoPro-esque, and just surf scenes.
And the waves and stuff in slow-mo, and the anticipation for the shark to come, because you know it's coming. And it's pretty much as soon as you hear every bit of line of dialogue, and that you hear, in the trailer, you pretty much, if you don't hear it and she's in the water, and you heard it from the trailer, then you know it's not going to happen, but you're just like, something could happen.
Something's going to happen. They did this thing where basically it would transition from like a shot above her and then go underwater, and they would just keep going in and out. But sometimes the music would just cut off just to fuck with your minds. You think that the shark's going to come, and the shark doesn't actually make a lot of screen presence for at least the first half of the film. One in particular kill in the film is completely off screen. You don't even see it. You just see the aftermath of it. The guy that was stealing her phone and stuff.
And then even there's only there's 3 kills really.
Three deaths in this film,
So, and with one of them you don't see what happened to him until she actually gets an item, the GoPro pretty much, and it shows. I thought which is the start of the movie, and that got you, that was like the perfect capture for the CGI shark. I thought, and especially in the first half, the CGI shark was actually fucking it was scary.
It definitely was. And this is a big motherfucker. This is like rivaling Jaws, the size of this shark. The only complaint I have, and the whole reason I kind of found the movie not as scary as it would have been otherwise, is it's trying to be really realistic. And obviously she's like, she went to like med school, so they're going over, she keeps explaining how she's injured herself, and
she's getting blood flow, and then she's
like, it's trying to be as realistic as possible. But this shark is almost doing like a Jaws revenge kind of shark. It won't leave her be. It's the most aggressive shark. You know, it's just not realistic in that way. And the CGI in the later half of the film is laughable. It really is. It's kind of like Shark Night kind of CGI.
It's not. I don't think it's as bad as Shark Night, but it's definitely You can tell
the quality just drops. I'm just like, I don't know what happened to the budget. I looked it up, $17 million budget, so I really don't know where it went.
And there's not really anyone in this movie.
Yeah, there really isn't. It's pretty much a one-star film, and Steve the Seagull.
It was actually a seagull. I don't know how they got
it was not CGI. he was the most entertaining part. I remember actually, with the whole thing with her mum being forced in, and just some of the decisions that she was making were just stupid horror movie decisions. I was kind of like, if she dies, she dies. Steve the Seagull, I cared about this seagull.
Yeah. And even her, in some moments, she was just like, stay there, seagull. I'm like, so it's stupid to go in the fucking water. So why are you in the fucking water? Like, the most stupid shit.
This movie has the equivalent of, like, the car won't start, or, like, when somebody's getting chased down in a slasher movie and they trip and they keep crawling. There's this one scene where she basically figures out that the shark's doing laps and it takes 32 seconds to where he's going and to come back, or something like that. It was 30-something seconds. And basically, she's trying to get the GoPro. So she goes out there, got plenty of time, and it's just out of reach, but she knows that there's 32 seconds. I don't know why she wouldn't have just jumped in the water, but instead she takes 20 seconds, runs out of time just trying to reach out. Clearly she's not getting it. It was just a really cringeworthy kind of scene. But overall it's kind of hard to talk because the first half was really, really good, but the second half kind of...
I think it all went kind of wrong when the shark got overly aggressive, like jumping out of the water.
Yeah, when it wasn't believable anymore.
Like, it was way scarier when it was being stealthy and you didn't know where it was and she didn't know where it was. Like that nighttime scene where nothing really happened even.
That was the scare. My hands were sweaty in that scene. It's basically what The Conjuring 2 did for me. Conjuring 2, I mean, I'm not going to get into it because it's not a review on that film, but for the most part, the first half of The Conjuring 2, I was kind of like I was kind of anxious because I was expecting so many things. And that's really what the fear factor of this film is you're expecting certain things to happen.
Your imagination goes.
Yeah, your imagination kind of fucks you over. Like, it's not really the film itself. But then when the shark starts showing itself, it's not scary because you can't really imagine anymore because it's right in front of you. And of course, because it's a shark movie and Jaws is, the biggest shark movie ever, they have to do the reference where she's got the flare gun and she's just like, fuck you or whatever. And I'm just
doesn't even kill it either.
Oh, it's so forced. It's so forced.
We won't say how or anything like if she survives or anything like that, but the ending is pretty laughable.
Oh, it's a comedy. It really is. If you've seen the film, you'll know what we mean. But with that said, 7-minute review this was a film that was so interesting to me. It wasn't a movie that I needed to see, nor did I really want to see, but it was interesting enough. I think the premise is really cool. The first half is definitely the better half. Yeah. Overall, I'm going to have to give it a 6 out of 10. It is above average. It's pretty much scoring. I think IMDb has it at like a 6.7. So, it's entertaining. I'd say...
I should watch it again.
Cheap Tuesdays is what it is today at our local cinema, so like the ticket prices are lowered down. I'd see it if there's like a sort of case like that, but I wouldn't really pay full price for this. It's sort of like something you'd watch on Netflix. So
yeah, the first half was really, really good, and it was scaring me. And looking over at you, getting all teary and shit, was that was entertaining enough. Like that was worth the fucking ticket just seeing that. But when the shark starts showing itself more and being overly aggressive, so it's not really as believable. So I actually like stopped getting scared. Like
seriously, there was like a cutoff point. And like you said about when the shark was like jumping out of the water, all I could think of is, if you've seen Shark Night 3D, when the shark jumps and takes out that dude on the jet ski, that made me laugh in that film. It was just like that all over again.
Sharks can, like, they kind of explain how she was on the whale, which was its feeding ground, so it's overly aggressive towards it, but like, and sharks can jump out of the water, so it's not that big a deal, but it kind of didn't scare me as much. And I honestly kind of didn't know if she was going to make it. I don't know. Like, I wasn't sure the whole way, which is kind of good as well. So, I was entertained throughout. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It was a pretty good movie. It was definitely
watchable.
It was definitely the best shark movie since Jaws that I've seen.
That I'm not going to even say that's not true. But, to say the second best shark movie since Jaws, I give a 6 out of 10, is pretty disappointing. It really is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
it was, I would see it, and especially if you've got a mate who's scared of sharks, or you're scared of sharks.
This guy.
It's definitely, you might question why you're there at the start, but you know.
So, I mean, that's The Shallows, guys. Sorry the reviews haven't been coming out as frequently. We've been seeing plenty of movies separately. We could have done a review of Sausage Party. I just realised that after recording this. Because we both saw it at separate occasions.
And
Suicide Squad, yeah. And, I mean, I saw Batman Killing Joke. There's plenty of movies I've been seeing. I just haven't been seeing them with him. So, Bros Know Best pretty much doesn't exist without him and I together. But nonetheless, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, we do review movies. Just bear with us.
I've got 4 weeks left of year 12. So just let me finish that up, and I'm sure the reviews will just be pumping because I'll have plenty of spare time after that. And I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.